Despite motorways being full of fast-moving traffic, you are still statistically less likely to be injured on one, which is pretty amazing considering that most of the drivers on the motorway have never been trained to do it, which is why keeping space around you is so important. The ability to make and control that space is a skill really worth learning. So Steve Craw is going to show me how to do it.
So Penny, as we're coming to join the motorway on the slip road here, what we want to think about is how clearly we communicate the fact that we want to join. So my suggestion would be, have your signal, have your indicator on early, so let everybody on the motorway see that you want to join, and try and get yourself nearer to the carriageway as well, so you're actually envisioned to people on the motorway for longer.
Okay, there's a lorry just behind me.
The thing is, the position you've taken means he can see you, you can see him, and you're able to push yourself into a nice clear space very early on, with a good escape route there left on the left-hand side as well.
Okay. I wasn't aware of escape routes until Steve showed me.
As you come to pass this truck, is anything passing you in lane 3?
Yes, there's something coming up fast.
So if you can adjust your speed very slightly to let him pass you first, you can then make an overtake with an escape route free on the right-hand side.
Okay.
So if the truck has any sort of issue, a tyre burst, a puncture, the driver falls asleep, you know you've got an entire lane there to move to yourself.
So the secret here really is by adjusting my speed and my position so that I've always got somewhere left, right, front and back of me. I've always got an option for escape. It's got to make me safer.
Yes, essentially. Simple as that.
Steve showed me how keeping a following distance is key to keeping safe on the motorway.
So Penny, when we're on the motorway, the simple thing is to try and give ourselves enough space so we're not controlled by the other vehicles. So if you can drop back just so that you ideally can't read the number plate of the car in front, that'll expand your vision.
So just hang back so I can see more.
Absolutely.
Being in control of the space around you is critical to your safety.
As we look around us, can you see the barriers left and right of the motorway? They're a slightly different shape. You've got a box barrier on the left-hand side there. As we go further down, it now turns into a sort of double barrier.
Yes.
So this one on the left is designed to take an impact of 1 tonne. The box barrier we're coming to next on the motorway would allow you to take an impact of 5 tonnes. So this one would bounce you a little bit more. The 1 tonne barrier would absorb a little bit more of the impact.
So, okay, and what's the relevance of me knowing that? Why have they changed the barriers?
It basically comes back to road risk again. So where the barrier is of a slightly lower protection level, they feel there's less risk. They'll put a higher strength barrier past anything solid, so a bridge support, a motorway sign with a big concrete base. Lampposts quite often have 1 tonne barriers going by, so you can tell where the greatest levels of risk are on the motorway from that.
Gosh, now you've told me that, I can see where the barrier types change, and
Absolutely.
I've never seen that before. Steve gave me some great tips on staying out of other drivers' blind spots.
So Penny, the truck on the left, is that left-hand drive or right-hand drive?
Well, I would look for the number plate, and it says Netherlands, so I would guess it's a left-hand drive truck, but I'm going by the number plate.
Okay. Can you see just on the right-hand side there's a third mirror looking downwards?
Yes, I can. I've never seen that before.
That mirror is normally opposite the driver.
So that means it is a left-hand drive.
So it should be a left-hand drive truck. So obviously we're thinking we're holding till we've got a space. As we push past again, you should be able to think, I don't want to be in his blind spot for very long, because you've got a much bigger blind spot on that right-hand side as the driver is on the left-hand side. This truck here, right-hand drive truck, doesn't have the third mirror. So his blind spot is a different shape. You can see the driver's face in the mirror.
I can.
So again, you can check your space, hold and push by, knowing the driver can see you for a much longer period of time.
And the blind spot, I mean, if it's left-hand drive, I can't obviously see the driver's face. So how do I know if I'm in his blind spot?
The rule is if you can't see the driver's face in the mirror, then he can't see you.
Okay.
So minimise the time that you spend in that blind spot.
Motorways are an ever-changing environment, so just with a little bit of knowledge like Steve has shared with me, we can all help to make motorways a safer place for everybody.